Hello again. Hope you enjoyed my Shaun the Sheep video. As I said from my Shaun the Sheep video, you'll see I've got an eye left over. So as I've got an eye left over, I thought it looked like a minion, so I'm going to make one. And here you can see now, Stuart Minion. And Stuart is going to be my next project. I'm doing it especially for my friend Sarah and our dear departed friend Stuart, so we can live on in minion forms, bless him. So as you can see, the colours I've got some yellow, I've got some blue, which not exactly the same blue, but again, making this, I'm going to kind of work out where I'm going to go. We'll start with a magic ring. I've got some ideas for the bib and brace or dungarees. The body's yellow, we'll take that up, we'll do what we need to do with it. Legs and arms, I think I'll probably do it as a standard kind of chain crochet and then add the feet and gloves. I think it's going to be quite straightforward this, but who knows, things change as we go, don't they? Anyway, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. We'll get on and we'll build Stuart. How about that then? I've decided to try Minion with a 3mm hook. I'll start, as you can see, kind of here. There's Mr. Minion. I'll start with the blue. I pointed there because I can't see it because I'm just putting it on for you. But someone actually asked me and said, what is a magic ring? What's it for? So I suppose I better do one. So this is how I do it. Hopefully it works. So you cross over, go under, pull through, get it on your hook, hopefully. I'm not the most dexterous of people, so there we go. So that has then created a magic ring. Then they said to me, what is a magic ring for? So my simple answer to them was, when you make a chain, it's to crochet things in a line. When you make a magic ring, it's to crochet things in a circle. So this is what I'm doing. Going over, alright, first of all, go under the two, grab the leading yarn, pull back, can't remember if that's 4, it doesn't really matter, go 5, 6, 7, doesn't really matter really. I don't think so, as I'm doing punk. Do one more after this. Pull that onto there. Then, if you've done it right, it's like a glorified slip knot really, but for stitches. So if I pull that, that should slide. Kind of should be pulling it into some sort of circle. I've probably made a mess of it. No, there you go, look at that. Coming together. And so there should be 6 of them, I suppose. And what I've now got to do, I know it might be a bit of a mess, but this is going to be underneath my minion, and this is punk, so it can be a bit scruffy. So I want to increase this double size. You purists now are probably looking at me going, oh my god, look at that idiot, what's he doing? I'll give it a go, I'm still going to go with it. Go through there, double it up, and go through again. And go to the next one. I know it looks a bit scruffy right now, and it probably is, but it will sort itself out. This is why I say the whole abstract thing is great fun, because even if it is a little bit out in certain places, it doesn't matter, it's unique. I see some fantastic stuff that people do though, but they must have been doing it for years, and I've only been doing it for 3 months. Look, you see that's kind of building up round there now, around the edge. I think I'm probably on the wrong side. I'll turn it round in a minute and do it the other side. See, again, I'm that kind of wild, radical, out there kind of guy. 66-year-old recidivist. Keep doing things wrong. Never learn from my mistakes. Maybe I do, I don't know. Hey, it's a minion. They just like fun. Do that again. I don't even know if I've been doing this right because I've been talking to you now, so I haven't really been listening. See how that snags sometimes? I don't like that. Pop that on there. Snagged again then, but I ain't going to worry about it. I've gone all the way around now, so you can see that. It looks alright that way. We'll go. Yeah, it's alright. I'll go with it. So what I want to do then is I'm going to go around a few more times. That's the magic ring, by the way, and that's doubled in size. So I'm going to go around a few more times and still start to get him to a body, and I'll see you when I get there. You don't really want to watch this, do you? This bit. As I get to the increase, it's probably the more interesting part. Right, I've been around a few times. I'm going to start just going around. I still haven't counted it. I'm going to start going round this, just to bring it up. I know it's going to go a little bit wider as well, but if you have a look again at Stuart, is like a quarter of the way that is the blue. The important thing for me is, because this is what I'd left over from my Sean project, is this is going to be his eye. So you can imagine his eye's going to sit about there. He's going to be here. So blue's going to go about there. Then the rest of it's going to be yellow. That's going to sit on there. It's a nice big eye. So I kind of think that that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go round. I'm not going to talk. I'll speed this bit up. I'll have a bit of punk in the background and just watch me do this. Probably not go all the way, but you can see that's going nice and tight. I like that. That 3mm hook was a good choice. Here we go. Let's rock. So there you go, you can see he's started to come up now, and that's great to me. So I'm going to go around a few more times and I'll see you when I'm about ready to change colour. But you get the idea. He's not going to be much bigger than that until I get to his middle. So I'll see you in a second. There we are, some Minion pants. I'm not sure if I've got an issue because it's going quite big and I've got to look at weight. I've got this for the body. It weighs 25 grams and it says 25 grams on it. It doesn't look enough to me, but maybe it is, because if I weigh that says 12 grams. So if I duplicated that should be 12 grams. Then I've got enough for arms and the likes as well. So we'll have a look at that. Hopefully it'll work out all right. Right. So I'm going to stop him there. Get rid of them. Pull that through. Right. I now need to add another colour. Now, see how beautiful, look at that. I've done alright here. How neat that is there. I don't really want that to show on the front. And I think there is a technique where you crochet into the back loop. I don't know. Let's have a look. So I'm going to try and work this out now. So if I go through there, that's the back loop. Oh, do we go that way? I'll go that way. Go through there and pull that through. What I've then got to do is try and get this on here. So you'd normally go there. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a go. I'll pull them both through, see what happens. Well, it's through. Let that go to there. No, right, that's through. So, I don't know if this is a thing or not. I've never done this before. So if I tie that off, then I know it's not going anywhere. Right, so I'm going to start stitching this, hopefully, into the back loop. So it doesn't, because you see on some of the toys they go all jaggy, don't they? You don't want that. If I'm doing this wrong, please tell me in the comments, because I say it's all new to me. So I'm going to go in here, back loop, pull that through, and pull that through. Find out in a minute, won't we? This is going to take some time, I think. I hope I'm in the right place. I hope you can see. Go through the back loop only. I know you normally do 2 loops. So go to there. pull that through. Do another one. I'll do 2 or 3 of these and then see if it's looking all right. And then I'm going to speed it up. You get to listen to another punk tune. Try that. Oh, and I'm having another thought as well. It's eek. I don't know whether to make him a hat or not. Have a look at him on the side there while I'm doing this. Do you think he'd look good in a hat? Because I'm thinking about maybe a brown bobble hat would be good. Let me do one more and then I'm going to see if it's working. Right. Oh, look at that. That's a nice straight line, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go through this. I'll speed it up. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's rock. Right, let's have a look. That's nice and neat, isn't it? Right, you don't want to see all of this. I'm going to go around all the way around, put another one on, then we'll have a look together again. I'm excited now. I have now gone all the way around and I think that's a lovely neat edge. And I've put another row on. So I'm now going to increase up to about here and then reduce, and I'll see you at the top when I'm stuffing stew. Right, see you in a bit. Good morning, it's the next day. So we have some progress. So I've done a couple of things. Now these are going to be his arms. Typical of what I kind of do really, rather than try to do lots of magic rings all the time. So I've did a chain, I've done probably 4 or 5 rows. That will fold very nicely into kind of a tube. It'll make an arm, so will that. That's great. Now here he is, I'll talk about him in a minute, but he has like bib and brace dungarees. So I've done the same thing here. Made myself a single crochet rectangle, which I will be kind of sewing on there, so that's going to work. And also I've modified his eye, which I'll show you in a minute. It's kind of looking Minion-ish. The eye, as it was my leftover from my Shawn, and I notice if you can see from the side here that Stuart has a brown eye. So I've stitched around the pupil to give him the eye and put a little bit of white in, so that's going to look quite nice. Now things don't always go 100% to plan. He might be slightly too squishy for me, and he's also a little bit baggy. This is what happens when you're punk, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold these and I'm going to stitch it. So it's going to make him taller, make him firmer, and they'll practically disappear into there. No one's going to notice. So I'm going to do that in a minute and we'll see what he looks like when I've firmed him up a bit, because he is going to stand like that when I do his feet. As you can see from the picture, I've got to make his feet, but it's coming together. I'm alright with it. We are out there, we are doing our own thing, and if you have a look, I mentioned earlier about the top, you can't really see a lot of difference. I know I pulled it together in a strange way. You purists will probably hate me for it. I'm quite pleased how this line has worked out here. It's all good. Right, I've done that bit. I've put his patch on at the front and put his eye on. Now, if you have a look at the picture of Stuart, you can see him now that he's got straps that go around, and he's also got a strap that goes around here. So what I'm going to do, they're going to be chains. I'm just going to chain it and just make a length. That's going to be the same with that. His arms are then going to go on. His feet, I've decided I am going to do a magic ring and then change colour. They're not ever so big, but they're going to be enough to make a base. I'll show you when I make them, but these are just going to be simple chains really, and then I'm going to sew them on and then put his arms on. Now his gloves, because here's his arms, so he's going to have some gloves on there, and I've kind of got an idea that if I make them a certain length and then make the chain a little bit longer each on both sides and sew it together, that'll look like thumbs. Don't know, never done it before. We'll give it a go and see how we get on. But first of all, I'm going to make his dungaree straps and round there. Oh, and you might be able to just see here. I've used it at the front. Where I've connected it, where I've shrunk it down, I'll just put it at the front. I don't think you're really going to tell the difference, really. It's going to be great. Look at that. Minion. Right, I'll do those bits, and then come back to you. I now have 2 straps for the dungarees and one for his eye. I'm going to sew these on. I don't know how fiddly it's going to be. I'll see if I could video this for a bit. But again, it's all kind of guesswork. It's from the picture, he's there again, Stuart. You can see it kind of like goes from a corner and then round the back. So I kind of think that what I might need to do is to do them first, then see how that goes, and fit his arms afterwards. Bear with me and we'll do it. But that looks like it's kind of sort of in the right place. So let's have a go. Right, it's not fixed yet, but you've seen, so there's one. I'm going to put the other one on. You don't need to see that here. Put the other one on, and then I'm just going to go over and sew them in. I'm going to do the same with the head bit, so I'll see you in a bit. I have mentioned Stuart's arm, so that's this. So this is a simple fold over and stitch together. And I've also mentioned his gloves. Well, they're not so much gloves, they're more gauntlets. So I've made this slightly bigger, so that's going to fit over there, so it's going to look like a gauntlet. So that will be his arm. So I'm going to sew them together. You don't need to see that, that's easy. But I will show you the thing that I'm thinking about regarding his thumb, because he needs a thumb. And if you have a look at, pull that over here, if you have a look there, you can see him. He's got thumbs. So do a crochet or do a sew it. I'm going to try and sew it, and I'll show you how I've done that in a minute. And then I've got to sort out his legs, which I've got a good idea for. So let me do this first. I'll be back, and then I'll show you what I'm doing as far as his legs are concerned. I've put together his arm and his glove gauntlet, and I'm at the position where the thumb should be. Now, I suppose I could crochet it, but I think what I'm going to try and do, I don't know if this is a real thing, but I'm going to try. If I make, I'm just guessing here as well, by the way, bear in mind, it's all punk, it's all abstract. If I do a couple of loops, which potentially could be thumb size, as you can see, I'm an expert at this. Try and get them about the same, similar. Look at that. Is that going to be a thumb? So if I kind of go round, as I say, I'm not sure, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to give it a go. Go around a couple of times, go through the loop, on one of the loops anyway. Oh, I just hit the camera. Go again. Don't know how many times I've got to do this, because I say it's the first time I've done it. Go around again. I think I'm just going to try and do this and weave in and out a few times. It's going out too far, so if I go back in to the bottom, I might pull it back a bit. Oh, are we getting there? Do it again. Kind of a glorified blob, isn't it, really? I hope you can pick this up, because there's a bit of a dark background there as well. Go in again. I don't know how many times we're going to have to do this. Not going to be many though, because it's only a little thumb, isn't it? Is that a thumb? It's a clear background. Alright. Just going to tidy it up a bit more. snip him off. Something pale background. So you can, look, got a hand and a thumb. And if you have a look over there, see Stuart with his thumbs. I'm going to stitch around the glove just to make it a bit tidier, but stitch around here. But there you go, get the idea. I'm going to start on his leg in a minute. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Hope you could see all that, because it's dark on dark, doesn't work very well, does it? So my idea to make the legs are, if you have a look at the picture of Stuart over here again, is he's got kind of round feet. So I've now made that 18. I don't have to show you this because you've seen it all before. I'm going to go to the back loop to start bringing it up until I can get to the blue, and then I'm going to put the blue in by using the back loop again so we get a nice clear ring. And then I've got an idea, which the bit is I'm going to show you, if it works, I don't know, because I know I've got to do 2 of these, to see if I can actually bring the yarn up to the outside. See, he's got his arms on up to the outside, rather than just doing it to tube and pushing it in. So if I can do it so that it can start here and then sew around there, it's going to make it all a bit of a neater job. Never done it before. Again, I don't know if it's a real thing, but we'll give it a go. But he's looking all right, isn't he? All right. I'll see you when I get to that bit. So here we have what's going to be his foot. You can see where I started. That's going to be the inside. So I've come all the way around now. And what I want to do, what I'm planning to do, and go back the other way for a while. So this is going to go against this hip. So I'm going to come out about halfway. Let's speed up. So let's put one in, turn around and go back. I'm not all the way yet, but let's turn around and go back. There you go, I think that's enough. Let's try it, see how that's going to sit against him. Got a leg, that'll all stitch in there very nicely. So I've just got another one to do. We'll stuff these legs and fit them. So we'll do that in a minute. I have the legs sewn on, the eyes, done a couple of little bits of embellishment for his dungarees. I'm rather pleased with him actually, he's worked out okay. I've put some stuffing in the legs and squished them a bit, so hopefully he can stand up. Stand there, Stuart. There you go. So that's my Stuart Minion finished. No plans, no designs, just punk lives. Marvellous. Hope you've enjoyed that, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to check out my other videos that are on this channel. So that then's me and Stuart. I gave him a bit of hair as well. They like that. I'm very pleased with that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for staying this long. Check one of these out. It takes you to Shaun the Sheep and Cluck Norris. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for being there. Don't forget to like and subscribe.